always taking action for you.
Prayers tonight for healing in the wake of a tragedy that has ripped our community apart.
The family of Steve Utash joined by Mayor Mike Duggan, city and religious leaders, and hundreds of Detroiters to send a message that hate and violence will not prevail.
Yeah, tonight's vigil coming after prosecutors say this attack on Steve Utash was a hate crime. 7 Action News reporter Jeff Vaughn was at tonight's vigil, joins us live from outside historic Little Rock Baptist Church. Jeff.
That's right, Stephen. We're here on Woodward Avenue, the historic Little Rock Baptist Church. Behind me is one of those smaller churches, but tonight it packed hundreds of people inside to hear a message of healing and hope. The service begins with gospel music, the Lord's Prayer,
Our Father, which art in heaven,
and a message.
And no longer will we stand by and allow evil and violence and disrespect and dishonor to control and to define who we are. We will stand in victory because we know it, we understand that God is on our side.
The packed house praised the work of Good Samaritans, like retired nurse Deborah Hughes, who gave medical aid to a beaten Steve Utash, critically injured by an angry mob on Detroit's east side after he pulled over to make sure a child he hit with his truck was okay. Hughes also confronted Utash's attackers, stopping the beating. Religious leaders followed suit at the night of healing.
in the midst of evil, we still have good Samaritans.
In the almost 1 hour religious event, pastors, 6 in all, delivered words of praise for a city rising up against violence.
Because if there's anybody who can help us through these trying times, it's he who sits above.
We've come tonight to serve notice to perpetrators of evil and violence that you will not win.
The idea for this night of healing came from Jim Hawley, pastor of the Little Rock Baptist Church. He drew from multiracial religious leaders from Detroit and its suburbs to pray for peace and healing of 54-year-old Utash and the entire metro community.
We have wonderful role models like Steve Utash, an honest man, a hard-working man who worked in the city, who's driven its streets for years, never afraid.
And for the biggest ovation of the night, the Utash family soaks in the power of prayer to announce this.
Thank you. Keep praying for my brother Steve. He is doing better. I just hope he has a phone call.
And just to repeat what the Utash family said there, they said that Steve is doing better, and that is the first time since the beating that we heard that he may be improving. Although family members tell me tonight he remains in critical condition. Live in Detroit, Jeff Vaughn, 7 Action News.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. That is such great news to hear he's doing better.